Hi, my name is Lucy Kamau. I will complete CMST 220 class with Dr. Skewer this coming week. I want to share my honest experience in this class, the challenges I faced, and the lessons I have learned. If you are about to take this course, I hope what I'm about to say will help you avoid some of the mistakes I made and help you get the most out of the class. This course is not just about speeches. It's about learning how to think, plan, and communicate in a professional way. By the end of the course, you will realize the habits you build here can help you in job interviews, presentation, and even in everyday conversations. My attitude before and after the term. Before the term started, my attitude towards school was a bit mixed. I was motivated to getting good grades. But I will be honest, I saw some classes as just something I had to get through. I have spoken in front of people before, so this should not be that hard. But once we got into the first assignment, I realized there is a big difference between casual speaking and structured professional public speaking. You cannot just wing it and expect to do well. You have to think about your audience, use credible sources, organize your speech logically, and make sure your delivery is clear and engaging. By the end of the term, my attitude had shifted. I now see every class, not just CMST 220, as an opportunity to practice real world skills. I started to treat every assignment like something I might actually need in my career, whether it was advocacy speaking, commemorative speeches, or group discussions. That change in perspective alone made me invest more in my work. Daily habits that helped and those that needed work. One of the biggest game changers for me was creating a daily routine. For schoolwork, instead of cramming everything in 1 or 2 days, here are a few habits that really supported me. Using a planner or calendar. I wrote down every deadline the moment I saw it. This helped me see busy weeks coming and spread out the workload. Breaking assignment into small parts. For example, instead of researching, outlining, and recording a speech in one sitting, I spent Monday on research, Tuesday on outline, Wednesday practicing the manuscript, and Thursday on recording the speech video. Practicing out loud. Reading silently is not the same as delivering a speech. I would stand up, pretend I was in front of an audience, and run through my speech at least 3 or 4 times. This helped me catch awkward sentencing, pacing, and timing problems. Now, for habits that needed improvement, my biggest weakness was sleep and energy management. I sometimes stayed up too late and then tried to give a speech while tired. This affected my delivery. I also underestimated technical preparations a couple of times. I waited until the last minute to upload an assignment, and a slow internet connection almost made me miss the deadline. Lesson learned. Finish your final version a day early and give yourself extra time for uploading. Procrastination. Procrastination was definitely a challenge for me in the early term. I do tell myself I had plenty of time, but speeches take longer than you think. You are not just writing, you're finding credible sources, organizing your points, practicing, adjusting for time, and actually recording and uploading. What worked for me was setting mini deadlines. Instead, inside my own schedule. For example, have research done on Monday, draft the outline by Wednesday, first practice run on Thursday, record the final version by Friday. Breaking it into steps not only made the work less overwhelming, but it also gave me room to improve my speech instead of submitting my first attempt. Assigning completion and attention to rubric. Another thing that made a huge difference was learning to really read the rubric in the beginning. I do skim them and think I knew what was required, but then I lost points for missing a section or not including enough credible sources. The rubric is like a cheat sheet highlighting a breakdown on full credit before submitting anything. I do go down the rubric line by line. Did I meet the time requirement? Do I have the correct number of sources cited out loudly and in writing? Did I include a diverse and broad topic with strong conclusion? Is my organization clear? Once I started doing that, my grades improved and I stopped losing points for small, avoidable mistakes. My advice for future students: if you are starting CMST 220 soon, here's what I do tell you. Start your assignment early. Even if you just do 15 to 20 minutes a day, you will thank yourself later. Read the rubric every time. It tells you exactly how to get points. Practice out loud. The first time you speak, your words should not be while recording. Stay professional, whether it is on discussion boards, emails to Dr. Skewer, or during rating other classmates' speeches. Your professional approach will make experience smoother. Respect the time limits. Going over and under the time requirement can hurt your grade, even if your speech is good. Ask for help. If you are unsure about an assignment, send a message early instead of waiting until it is due. Be flexible and open to feedback. Every critic is a chance to improve, and improvement is the whole point of this class. The more effort you put into preparation, the more confidence you will feel. And trust me, confidence in communication is something that will help you far and beyond this class. Overall, CMST 220 was challenging but worth it. I learned that public speaking is not just a skill, it is a habit you build through preparation, practice, and reflection. I went from thinking I could just get through this class to actually seeing the value in every assignment. If you commit to starting early, following the rubric, and treating every speech as a chance to improve, you will only succeed in this class. You will come out more confidence in yourself. And that is a skill that lasts longer after the final grade is posted. Thanks for listening and good luck in your CMST 220 journey. Thank you.